for the business reason. Agree with me? It's not a national or an ego issue. Không phải là cái tôi. No. It's just for business reason. Call me twin. Oh yeah. It's done, you know, and we go to the business part. Especially with people like her, PM, like you, Khánh, PM. It is very, very important that both of you should have an English name. Okay? Alright? Have mercy. Hãy thương nhường những người bạn không nói tiếng Việt. Okay? So that they can pronounce your name better. Okay, so just a few, you can see that I am convincing you. Presentation skills. I am convincing you to have an English name along with your Vietnamese name. Okay? For a practical reason. Okay? Okay, now. I am a teacher of English before I left Vietnam in 1980. Okay? I was a teacher of English from 1976 through here. English teacher. Okay? English teacher for a secondary high school. Okay? And I went to the United States and graduated in 1983 with an associate degree in data processing. Associate degree in data processing. It took me 2 years. Okay? Là cao đẳng. Okay? In data processing. And I got a BS degree in computer science in 1987. It took me like 7 years to finish my 4-year degree. Why? I have to work through my college. I have to work through my college. Nobody support me in America. I went to America, get a job right away, work during the day, and went to college in the evening. Okay? And vice versa. I have to work in the evening as a computer operator for a big oil company, and go to college during the day. So I have to work through my college. So it took me longer to finish. However, I graduated with honor status. Okay. I had 6 children. All grown up. Oldest one, 38. Youngest one, Jennifer Nguyen, she's in England now, London. HR, 87 minor, okay, she's 27. Okay? 3 males and 3 females. Okay, I'm very proud. I have 2 doctors in my family, 2 doctors. Okay. So basically, that's all about me, except for you might ask, where did you settle in America when you first came? When I first came, I settled in Houston, Texas. And I lived there, Houston, Texas, since then. Okay? And all my children asking me, Daddy, Bo, Daddy, why you come back to Vietnam and work there? Okay? I came back to Vietnam and worked for FPT since January 2012. Okay? And they asked me why. I say, I like Vietnam. I'm coming back. Now, all my kids are grown up. Okay, I don't want to live in the United States anymore. I came back. I do the work I used to do in the United States. At the same time, I can see Vietnamese young people. Whatever I can do, whatever I can help them, I am very pleased, especially with the English speaking skills. Okay? Last but not least, before I turn the floor over to you to do the presentation in 5 minutes, I would like to make clear one thing. People usually say Vietnamese are not good with the English language. That is not right. Listen to me. I am in no way speaking English any worse than an American, right? So this is not true. The fact is, Vietnamese should be very good with languages. Listen carefully. Vietnamese, by geographical location, Vietnamese, by geographical location, are very good with languages. They can speak fluently French, English, Russian, Chinese, whatever people come to you, you speak that kind of language. And I tell you why. Because Vietnam has a long beach, coastal area. And in history, by statistics in the world, they say that any nation in the world which has, long beach, long coastal area, and adjacent to oceans, usually speak good languages. And the reason is because by their geographical location, their nations are constantly in contact with foreigners coming to them by sea. Thuyền bè đến, đúng không? Buôn bán thuyền bè đến. By nature, they speak good languages. If you, any of you here, my students, have temporary problems with your English, it's not because of you, no. Because nobody show you the right way to work with your English. That's my point. By nature, you are good with the English language, just like me, and one of you, right? Taiwanese. All right? So, trust me, if you follow my advice, okay, and work hard, you will speak English better than I. You know why? You're still too young. I'm trying to see if anybody here over 40. No. So no way that I can catch up with you guys. Given my method, cộng với đường lối của anh, your young age that you have, I'm thinking about 2 years. You speak just like me. Trust me. All right? So that's all I want to talk about myself for the moment. And I would like to ask each of you to come up here, but don't do it long like me. I'm your instructor. I'm bad today. I should limit myself to 5 minutes, as all of you that I requested, but please forgive me for that. You will have an English name, and you will introduce yourself with the English name plus the Vietnamese name. There are two ways. Take note. There are two ways that you can choose your name. And I can even give you a website that will give you recommended names for your boys and girls if you have, you married and have boy and girls, and you want to choose an English name for your boy and your girl, and even for yourself, you can use that website. Got my point? Now, there are two ways to choose an English name. Number one, by sound, bằng âm. For example, my excellent nephew, cháu của anh giỏi vô cùng. Bây giờ là vào y khoa, cháu chứ mà con vào y khoa, giỏi vô cùng. His Vietnamese name is Đán, Nguyễn Duy Đán. Okay. His English name is Daniel. Mà nếu đặt ngắn for short, you can call him Dan. Dan for short, or Daniel for the whole name. Okay, so first method is to go by the sound for your English name. Number two, if it's too hard, okay, to find a good name to go by the sound, then the second method is to go by the meaning. Write that down. Okay? And it is very important that you should have an English name. I already convinced you why, right? I give you the reason why. So, now, for example, go by the meaning. My brother, his name is Nguyễn Duy Thắng, right? Thắng. His English name is Victor. Beautiful name. Excellent name. Okay? It's hard for them to remember this, but it's easy for them to remember Victor. Hey Victor, how you doing, man? Hey, how are you, Victor? Victor is short for victory, right? Chiến thắng, right? So you know how to make your name, right? I concluded my presentation about myself, okay? So you know basically where I come from, okay? And you know that we, Vietnamese, will be good. That's number one. Will be good with the English language. Why? Because of our country's location. Vietnam is adjacent to the Pacific Ocean, Biển Đông, right? And we have Long Beach. So by nature, by geographical position of our country, we ought to speak good English. If you're not speaking good English, it is because nobody showed you how to do it good. Agree? Now, I give you 1 minute for preparation. Then I will call your name and ask you to come up here. Again, you will erase the board. Em sẽ xóa bảng đi. You will erase the board before the presentation and do your presentation in English, of course. I want to tell you, try not to speak too many things at one time. Only 5 things. For example, your name, where you graduated from, when did you start working with FPT, what is your hobby, your marital status, your family status, how many brothers and sisters you have, are you married, do you have any children? That's all. Or anything else you choose. Okay? It's up to you. Ready? I will call you in 30 seconds. The first person I want to ask to come up is Mr. Tào Tuấn Anh. Okay? Would you please come up in the front and do your presentation for me, please? I want to know about you and I want to know about your English name, man.
First, I want to introduce myself.
Okay.
My Vietnamese name is Tuấn Anh.
Okay.
My English name I usually use Mr. An. And our client or our partner usually call me Mr. An.
Okay.
So I use this for my English name.
Okay.
I'm radiated from Industrial College number 4.
Okay.
In 2003 and currently I am married.
Okay. Currently?
Yeah,
Okay.
married and but don't have any child.
Okay.
Yeah.
No child.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working for FPT from 2007 and I'm come from FIS Bank Hà Nội, banking and financing software solution center. I think all of you know. FIS Bank Hà Nội, yes, financing and banking software solution center. And my position is deputy director of this center. I think that's all.
Thank you very much. Okay. I want to give you some grade. Okay. On a scales of 10. 10 là điểm cao nhất. Okay. I think I will give you a 6.5, and I will tell you the reason why. Okay. Now, number one, you need to work on your pronunciation. You take note on that. Your pronunciation, and your pronunciation is some words you mispronounce the word. Okay, and that is very, very important. For example, the word college, website, and I tell you why you should use this one. There is a reason. The reason is they give you the use of the word in certain context. Họ cho các em thí dụ cái chữ đó được dùng trong cái nội dung nào. It helps you. Okay? Are you through? The website is oxfordlearnersdictionaries.com. Okay? All together. Okay? And it gives you the pronunciation too. So, how are you going to use this website? Just like me, when I'm writing email, I come to the word deputy. I want to make sure that how deputy can be used. Okay? Because, now, I want you to take note like this. Okay? I give you a definition of a person who speaks good English. The definition of a person who speaks good English is not by how many words, listen carefully, not how many words he knows, but how many sentences can he remember and use. Vietnamese, right? Then I tell you, did you teach them any grammar? No. See? Did you teach them word by word? No. You teach them to speak the whole sentence. Listen very, very carefully. In the past, when I was younger, when my mother asked me, con ăn cơm chưa? I cannot answer to her, chưa. Rồi, I cannot say that. My mother say, hey, don't say that, Tuấn. No. Phải thưa gửi đàng hoàng. Say it. Phải có câu phải đàng hoàng. Thưa mẹ, con ăn rồi. Không nói trống không như vậy. See the point? The point here is English, the same thing. The moment when you do presentation, or as old as you are now, if you think about grammar, forget it. No, you cannot speak fluently if you think about grammar. Just like me. When I speak, I still speak. If I make mistake in grammar, so what? Thì đã sao nữa? I can't stop. Em có bao giờ dạy con em về ngữ pháp? No. Em dạy con em nói, thì các em bây giờ, my point is, from this point, this time on, okay, grammar is only help you when you write. Okay, you want to adjust things. Grammar. When you do presentation, forget about grammar. You don't have time for it. And if you stop and think about grammar, you cannot do it. You cannot speak anymore. Có bao giờ em đá bóng, em nghĩ em phải chạy thế nào không? No. You just run. The moment you think about running, you cannot run. Okay? So remember, Mr. Twain come here in Saigon today to tell you one thing. When doing presentation, forget about grammar. Do it. Oh, sir, Mr. Twain, what if I make mistakes, so what? You don't have time. You in front of people. Like you, very good. And you're making it very good. If you don't have anything else to say, stop and say, that's enough for me, thank you. Good. And if you're trying to make up things that you don't have sentences, nếu em không có câu học. Như vậy, therefore, and a person who speaks fluently English is the person who has a lot of sentences that he remembered, he memorized, and he can use. That is the one who speaks English well or good. It doesn't matter. Okay? The moment you think about grammar, you are screw up. Em làm hỏng kiểu. Tiếng Việt Nam mình gọi là hỏng kiểu. Okay? Anh từng qua Mỹ, anh từng sống ở Mỹ, và người Mỹ đã nói là ông Tuấn à, Mr. Twain, how come your English is so good comparing to a lot of people that I've known? I answered that to him. Well, because when I speak, I don't think about grammar. Okay? You learn my way. Now, go back to Mr. M to wrap him up. He got 6.5. He has problem with fillers. Don't say that. When you don't have anything to say, stop. Don't make noise. My name is don't. Fillers. They say that's fillers. Okay? That is filler. Another kind of filler, cũng là có một loại filler khác là you know I am 34 years old, and you know what do you mean you know? That is something they call in public speaking, they call filler. Em điền một cách vô thức, em cứ một cách vô thức. That one, remember. When you do the next person doing presentation, remember that. Last but very important, intonation. I believe that nobody tells this group, my student here today, about intonation. They talk with you about pronunciation, but they don't tell you about intonation. Now, I'll show you how intonation is. Look at the first page. Listen to my reading, and you can see how intonation is, okay? Introduction of self. How to talk about yourself effectively and informatively. The common use sentence patterns. Number one, how to talk about yourself to an audience. Tell me a little about yourself. It's often the first thing an audience will expect. Knowing how to talk about yourself in a way that conveys your strengths quickly, clearly, and professionally can set a positive tone for the entire audience. Number one, focus on what the audience wants to know. Number two, think about what others say about you. Number three, keep it short. Number four, practice makes perfect. Number two, Roman 2, meeting new people and introducing yourself. Your first impressions can be the difference between starting a successful business relationship meeting. It is very easy to make a negative first impression on someone, often without knowing you've done so. It's much harder to make a positive impression, so you must put some effort into your introductions. Number one, making a good first impression. Number two, introducing yourself, and so forth. Now, stop. Look at me. What do you feel about the way I read? Anh đọc giống như là người ta đọc tin tức, đúng không? Đúng không? Em nghe có vẻ giống như là trên TV, trên TV này. That is intonation. The rising and the falling of the voice during a sentence makes the sentence easier to understand. Em bị lộn đó. Người Việt Nam mình I write you. No, that's not English. No. English go. Và tiếng Mỹ, tiếng Anh nói mạnh hơn tiếng Việt. Tiếng Việt mình nói không có cái gió. Aspirated. Ok. Chữ này. Aspirated. Okay. Aspirate là cái tiếng gió nó ra từ cái chữ. Ví dụ I'm fine. Người Việt đang nói là I'm fine. I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Thank you very much. What time will you come? Và nó nhấn những chữ quan trọng. What time? Time is important. What time you come? Okay. Cái chữ you không quan trọng. What time you come? You come? Người ta mình không biết cái đó. Okay? So, be careful. Okay? For Mr. Ang, you need to pay attention to intonation from now on, from this moment on. Okay? And I will teach you how later on. Okay? Now, next person. How about you? Please come on the board. You have 5 minutes for your presentation. Please score a 10 for me for a change. Cảm ơn cho anh 10 điểm. Please.
Hello everyone. My Vietnamese name is Thuyết.
Okay. Your English is good. Very good. Very, very good.
And my English name is, in the past I used to use Lucy Liu. I remember a famous actress names and I use that.
How you spell it?
Lucy.
Lucy. Okay. Lucy. All right. Lucy.
I graduated from my university in 2006, and
Okay.
my university is the natural science university.
Okay.
I have married for 5 years,
Okay.
and now I have one daughter.
Okay.
I have joined FPT for 5 years, and I work as a team leader of sales department,
Okay.
and I'm in charge of sale of software application software for enterprise. My hobby is I like watching TV and cooking when I have free time.
Okay.
And that's all about me.
All right. I think she has pretty good intonation. Okay, pretty good. Good intonation. Lucy, you have problems with most Vietnamese. Actually, most Vietnamese have problems with this word. I'm number 6. 6? No. 6. You have to pay attention to that S at the end of word. 6. Not 6. No. 6. You have to take care of the S's at the end of the word. Okay? 5. Okay? 5. I got 5. 5. Make sure that you have the sound at the end. Real good. Charge. I am in charge. In charge. In charge. Nếu các em để ý, các em sẽ thấy anh nói hoàn toàn chú ý tới các cái âm cuối của chữ very carefully. Charge. No, I'm in charge. No. I'm in charge. Charge. Okay? And filler, you still have some filler. Avoid that. Avoid that. Okay? Other than that, your intonation is pretty good. You rise your voice and you stress at the important words. That's pretty good. Okay? So I give you a 7.5. Okay? That's good. Now, the next person. What's your name? Phương. Yeah, please come up and tell me something about yourself.
Hello everybody, my name is Phương. The English name is Candy, that's something sweet.
What is it again?
Candy.
Candy?
Yes.
I disagree on that name. The reason is you married, you have kids, and the name seems to be too, like a teenager. It's not a good name. Okay? Don't give them a name that can be controversial. Controversial là có thể được bàn luận. Give me a better name. Candy, no, that's too young a name. You need to be Phương, okay? Apply my two methods. Phương, if you want to go by the sound, it's pretty hard, but if you go by the meaning, it can be a lot easier. Like, for example, you can how about go by the F sound, for example. Okay, it's time for me to introduce you a website. Everybody look at the screen. I am going to introduce to you the website that can help you with names. Okay, where is it? Okay, where is it? There you go. Okay. Okay, baby names, okay? I take out the boy, okay? Now, I go for the F, so let's try this one. F, I'm sorry, F. Phương, right? No, that's not it. No. No, I give her a... How about Faye? Faye is a little fairy. Một thiên thần nhỏ. That's very good. That's very good. Little fairy.
It's not like a teenager name.
No. Faye, okay, too young. Okay, you wanna... How about Felicia? Huh?
Felicia, it means a fortunate woman.
You don't want to be fortunate woman?
Lucky woman.
Lucky, yes. That's right. Okay, now let's try something else. How about Phương? How about okay? Fiona. Yeah, I think this one is good. You want that one? No.
It's the same name with the Why of the Spread cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So she doesn't want that. Okay, I'm in trouble. She's so picky about names. Okay. Let's try Phương. Florence. Florence. Or Floretta.
How about the flora, like a flower?
Yes.
Yes.
Floretta. Okay, that's a pretty name.
Flower.
How about Fonda? You don't like Fonda?
Flower.
Okay, good. Okay.
So thank you for shooting me.
Okay, very good. All right, introduce yourself again with the English name. Okay.
Yeah. It's a new name, Flora.
Okay.
I'm graduated from university in 2006. And after graduation, I'm looking for FIS software. When I work here, I take took part in
What year is that? I can't read it so well.
after graduation, 2006.
6. Okay. 6. Okay.
I worked actively somewhere and I took part in a big project in Singapore and I worked for overseas for about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Right, 2
and
years.
Until 2006, I'm sorry, 2008, I was married and come back to Vietnam. Yeah. And at the early of this year, I worked for FIS Global as a project manager. Currently, I have one daughter, 4 years old.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you very much. All right, you have a very, very good intonation. Okay, your intonation is very, very good. Okay. You seem to be living already in abroad, so no doubt about it. Your voice is so soft. You need to work on your voice because your voice is not thick enough. You have to put a little bit effort to get your voice out of your mouth, okay? Out of your mouth, so that people can hear you better. And if they can hear you better, they're not feeling tired when talking to you or listening to you. Okay, pay attention to that. You have a so soft a voice. You need to work on that. Years. Okay, 2 years, not 2 years, no, 2 years. Okay, other than that, your English is good. You need to work a little bit more on making it stronger. Okay, more power into the way you speak. 8.5. Next person, the one right across the table from me. Yes, you. So you pick the name Floretta, right? Flora. What's your English name?
Flora.
Flora. Okay, okay.
Just like flower.
Yes, okay. Good. Flora. Okay. I will use this name during the course. Okay. Let me. All right. Erase the board and use a better marker.
Cho nên tiên có.
Yes.
Sao ạ?
Go ahead.
Cái lý khác. Cái lý khác đậm hơn.
Dùng cái viết đèn này, cái viết đèn. Mấy cây viết này nè.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I'd like to introduce about myself. My name is Duy.
Your English is excellent, man. You're good. You speak real good. Okay. Your English name?
Up to now,
No, you use
my-
the same?
it's the same name.
Okay, good. Duy. Yes,
Yes.
that's easy to
Yes.
for them to. Okay.
I'm graduate from Continuity University of Technology from 2006.
2006.
After that, I'm joined to a Japan company, and
Okay.
I study Japanese there for 2 years. After that, I joined FPT company in 2008. After that, I went to Japan and worked there for 2 years. I come back to Vietnam in 2011 and get married.
Okay.
In Vietnam, I work in FPT Information System Global as the project manager for 1 year.
Okay.
And up to now, I'm a Prime Minister of Business Unit
Okay.
8. I have 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Okay.
At free time, I like to play with them and watching film.
Okay. Movies, right?
Yes.
Okay. Films, movies.
Yes. That's
You don't play with your wife? No?
At weekend, I like to go with them to the supermarket,
Okay.
buy something.
Okay. Very good.
That's all.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now Duy, your intonation is very good, just like Flora. Okay. Again, you like Flora in another way that you speak too soft. Your voice needs to be thicker. Okay. And you mispronounce the word project a lot. Project, no, not project, no, project. Not project, no, project. Let's see if it's true. Let's see here. It is very important that you use this website frequently, okay, to improve that. Project. I am project manager. I'm project. I'm project no. Manager no. Manager. Not manager no. Các em đừng có Việt hóa English. I'm very, very cautious about that. I told my Vietnamese students in Hanoi, I stay here 3 years, and all of you speak English like me, and I speak English like you. And you go up, and then I go down. For example, Google, right? I start to say Google. Okay, Vietnamized English. Okay, don't do that. Manager, I'm a project manager. Don't say I'm project manager, no. Project manager. Vì khi anh nghe các em nói như vậy, when I heard something like that, I'm not feeling comfortable because it's hard for me to understand you if you don't speak it with the right intonation and stress on the right syllable of the word. Got that? Okay? Pay attention to that. Use this website more frequently. Okay? Next person, the one with the black shirt, please. Yes. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Trent.
Good morning.
Today I have to introduction something about myself. So
Okay.
my name is Trần Vi Khánh.
Okay.
Yes. So you can call me.
Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. I will give Duy a 8.5. Okay. I'm sorry. Wait. What's your English name?
You can call me Khan. Khan is big. Usually my customer call me
Khan?
Khan.
Well. I think Khan. You know, somebody if they don't like the Muslim for some reason. Khan is a big last name in Middle East. Okay, họ Khan đó tức là cái họ mà của hốt tất liệt hay là cái thứ gì ở bên Trung Đông đó. Nếu mà người ta không thích Muslim, thì this name is not very good. I recommend you a different name,
Yes.
Mr. Ken. K-E-N. What do you think? Ken.
K-E-N.
Yeah, Ken.
Okay, thank you.
American name.
Okay.
Oh, my name is Ken. Okay, good. Okay, Khan is a big last name. Okay, be careful on that one.
Thank you. I was born and grew up in Bến Tre province. In Bến Tre province ở
Wow.
Mekong Delta.
Okay.
Yeah. I grew up and studied my high school in Bến Tre, and so I left Bến Tre to Ho City to start my university as a University of Natural Sciences. And I finished my graduation in the year 2004, and since then I joined FPT. Yes. So at the beginning I joined as a software developer, and now I'm a project manager now. So I've been working in FPT for 10 years. And in 10 years, I work on the medical sector solutions. It's famous for the solution FPT e-hospital.
Okay, I heard of that.
Yes, it's very famous. So, and now I am single,
Okay.
but not available.
Single but not available. Okay. I remember, stop right here. I remember a phrase in English that my single young son, the youngest son, always used. Okay? A friend with benefits. Not girlfriend. He bring to the party a girlfriend. I asked him, his name is Linh Nam, okay? But I always call him Nami. Nami, tell daddy, is that your girlfriend? No, daddy, that's a friend with benefits. Just like you, single but not available.
Thank you.
See my point? Single but not available. A friends with benefits, that means, I asked him, what does that mean? That means I can have everything, okay? But the moment she asked me, will you marry me? I will drop her right away. Got my point? Okay. A friend with benefits.
That's all.
Thank you. Okay, I would like to, to say that Ken has excellent ability of organizing his thoughts. Your English, okay, is also good, but you still have a lot of things to do. But he has excellent organized his thought. Look at his board presentation. Look at, you can see everything, okay? And when he speaks, the flow of his thoughts is well organized. You need to learn that kind of, technique that Ken has, okay? His thoughts flows very, very systematic, okay? And he ends with a single but not available, okay? Well, that's not to your advantage, you know that. As a presenter, you shouldn't say single but not available, okay? As a salesman, you're always available.
Yes.
For the right price, right? Just like product and services, okay? Everything has a price, okay? You will be available at the right price,
Yes.
okay? It's just how much can they willing to pay, right?
Thank you.
Sure. I give you a 9. And the last person, give me a 10, okay?
Hello everybody. I will introduce myself. My name is Đỗ Hữu Lộc.
Okay. Okay.
And as your suggestion, I think my name may be Lucky.
No.
This is English
I don't think. The reason is lucky. It sounds to be too much as an Oriental name. And Oriental name usually have lucky cookies. Các em đi ăn sau người ta cho em cái bánh mà trong đó nó nhét cái tờ giấy, mở ra một cái you will have a female come to see you tonight. Okay, like lucky cookie. Okay, don't go for that. How about look? L-E, no, L-U-K-E.
L-U-A
K.
K. L-U-K-E.
E.
No.
E.
Yes. Look.
Look.
Okay.
Look.
No.
Yeah.
And I 37 years old. I get married and I have two young boys.
Okay. 2 young boys. Okay.
I live in Ho Chi Minh City since 2001.
Okay.
And I graduated from the University of Polytechnics.
Okay.
And
That class, right?
Yes.
Polytechnical.
And I joined FIT from the 2002.
Okay.
Yes. And I have learned more MBA graduated from the University of Economy
Okay.
last year.
I see.
Yes.
So you have an MBA?
Yes.
Very good.
And my positions in FIT is a consultant of medical sector, the same department with Mr. Khang.
Okay.
Mr.
We can,
we
right?
can.
We can.
We
Yes.
can, yes. And my hobby is play badminton.
Okay.
Yes.
Cầu lông, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
My favorite, the last things I love in my jobs is I can work with the big clients. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the international hospital.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you very much. Actually, besides the pronunciation, that means the English accent that you need to work on. You don't have too much mistakes, okay? You are well aware of how to use the English correctly, but you need to work on your pronunciation. Make it a little bit stronger, okay? Just like the way I speak. More effort to the word. Ju and Zui also. Okay, you need to work on that. I give you a 9 also for this. Everybody. Yeah. It's my turn to look at the, and then we will take a short break, okay? But before that, look back to the first page again. Introduction of self, okay? It is very important, okay, that you focus on what the audience wants to know. For example, like Zui before, he worked in Japan and moved back to Vietnam, but on your board you didn't write any word for Japan, okay? And you didn't write any word for Vietnam to indicate that you are international. You have Japan and you have Vietnam, okay? Moving back and forth, and also like Florida. So that you need to pay attention to. And look at the board that, Ken just put down. The effort, the thing that you put on the board, never a sentence, never. Should be, number one, a word if possible. One word if possible, the best. Second best will be a phrase. The last thing is a sentence. Why I say that? focus on what the audience wants to know. For example, if you have that skills, okay, you can say, okay, I come to see people in the medical sector. Okay, they are doctors, right? What do they want from me? Then you can summarize what you are going to talk about with words. Why word, not phrases and sentences? Because you don't have time. You only have 5 minutes to make up your mind what you are going to talk about. So the ability to say, okay, when I come to them, I will talk with them about my product in terms of customer satisfaction, security, stability. So you need to learn how to summarize your thoughts with words, not sentences. When you speak by whole sentences. But you plan for your subject to talk about words, 5 words. That means 5 areas you will talk about. Because the reason word is you don't have time. And the mind of people usually remember simple things better. So before you speak, usually you will give them a key word first. Okay? And then expand on the keyword later. Okay? That way they remember what you are saying. For example, in America, they ask a young person, ask a lady, I would like to invite you to go out with me tonight. Can you go out? And listen. A Vietnamese girl will answer to that question. Well, tonight I got a lot of homework to do, okay? And I don't know if I will need my parents' permission to go out with you. So the answer is not yet answered. That is not a way for business presentation. Presentation, okay? Effective presentation sometimes is given your client an answer, your audience an answer, right? And you need to know the technique, okay? The technique is, you need to know the technique. Giving presentation is giving answers to the audience question or what they have on their mind that they need you to answer. So this, what, how, when, why, all the questions begins with these keywords. What, how, when, why. You must answer with something. Okay?
Mẹ em cái bút đèn nè.
All the questions begin with can, could, or, is, will, should. All of the kind of words, the only thing you need to answer right away is yes or no. Can you go out with me tonight? Yes or no. See my point? Okay? That way is effective communication. Can you go out with me tonight? No. Because, you see, effective. Well, I don't know yet. Well, see, you don't go directly to answer the question. Okay? So, from this day on, whenever you see an audience standing, you are a presenter here, and you see an audience ask you questions of those things. Mr. Twain, why do we have to listen to you today? Why? My answer should be because I have to give them a reason. Why I have to sit down and listen to you? What kind of benefits? What kind of benefits will we have listening to you? What do you have to offer to me? I cannot answer yes or no. No, I cannot. With a what, I have to give them something like a noun. With a why, I need to give them a reason. If they ask me questions like that, they call yes or no question. I need to say yes or no right away. Should we practice English every day? Yes, you should. How do I practice English? You need to do, that's the answer, need to give them a method. How? You have to give them a method. You cannot say yes or say no. You got my point? You need to know the technique, okay? Now, think about what others may say about you, okay? This point. Why do I need to know what other people need, think about me in advance? That is very important. Now, if people think that Vietnamese, okay, are not good with English language, you need to speak consistently, clearly, and good in forms. Okay? If you are going to speak to like people from Cambodia, and you look at them, you think that they think that you and them the same thing, the same kind of people using the English language as a second language, then you can approach them differently. So guess or think about your audience in advance is also good thing that you should do. Okay, you should do doing the presentation. Don't come to the audience and don't spend a minute to guess what they might think about you. Because if you answer that question seriously and correctly, you may adopt a better strategy. You got my point? Okay, we stop here and take a short break.